Diz Ability Show live. This week, coming to you from my grandparents' house in Torrington, Connecticut. Alright, this week, I want to talk to you about hotel check in tips. Now, typically, at the Disney hotels, don't let you check in until somewhere in the afternoon. So, if you have a if you have a reservation and you can go to a park, and then when they send you a notification or a text to let you know that your room is ready, you can head to the hotel and put everything in your room and hang out there for a while, and then when you're ready, head on back to the park. That way, you can get everything situated while having a great time. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets to a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. Now, dining at Epcot is one of the best theme park experiences there is, because it is not like anywhere else you have dined before. And Epcot has some of the best restaurants in the world, and that's the real world, not just Walt Disney World. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 Epcot restaurants. Number 5, Rose and Crown. Now, this is a restaurant in the UK Pavilion. We have eaten there a few times. We ate there back in October as part of a dining package to watch the fireworks. And it's down at the bottom because of an experience I don't want to talk about that happened to me back in 2019. I don't want to go into details about that, but yeah, it's a great restaurant. The servers there are excellent. There, there's a pub. It has a pub with a pianist. Of course, the pub gets very popular, and the servers are so nice. Number 4, Coral Reef Restaurant that's in the Seas with Nemo, and Friends building. It's a fantastic restaurant. You get to eat with while looking at the aquarium with all the fish. It's so amazing, and it's one of the best experiences at Epcot. One of the best places to eat, and it's great. It really is. I mean, where else can you eat while watching the fish swim by? Hello, JV ManVR or whatever. Uh, Number 3, Space 220. Now, this was amazing. This restaurant was awesome. I mean, it starts. The immersive experience starts when you board the space elevator. That's okay, man. That's okay. When you board the space elevator, and then you are up in space eating at this spectacular restaurant. Loving the hearts. And it's so amazing. You get to eat while looking at the astronauts. Of course, it's all like hologram, but it's still great. And then you take the space elevator back down, and and went during our experience. Person said, "Bad news. It's stuck in Tower of Terror mode." Last week it was in Splash Mountain mode. So yeah, it's fun. It was great. I have videos of going up and down the elevators if you haven't seen that. It, Number 2, Teppanyito in the Japan Pavilion, or as we like to call it, Dippin' Cheetos. I made this number two because my mom loves hibachi tables, and it it's a great restaurant. I mean, the chefs are entertaining you as well as serving you a fantastic meal. And I did a video of it back in August of 2021. Fa- Fantastic dining, fantastic food, fantastic servers. It's just fantastic. And my number one Epcot restaurant, Via Napoli, in the Italy Pavilion. Now, may, for those of you who know, I am a pizza nut. So Via Napoli is one of the best, is perhaps the best pizza restaurant at Walt Disney World. I mean, the food there is great. It comes straight out of these enormous pizza ovens. And again, the servers are amazing because they come from they're actually from Italy, and and that's the best part about Epcot restaurants. It's that they're, especially in the World Showcase, their servers come, all their cast members come from the countries that are showcased, and that's the best part of Epcot because Walt wanted a world together. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite Epcot restaurant is. And now it is time for Diz or Dat. Now, the monorail is a true Disney staple, and on both coasts, they are truly a highway in the sky. At Disneyland, it only stops at Downtown Disney and in Tomorrowland, and it's much smaller, which is why I like to call it the mini rail. And at Walt Disney World, of course, you have the big boys that go around the Magic Kingdom Resort loop and the separate track that goes to Epcot. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments which monorail is your favorite. Diz, the Disneyland monorail, or DAT, the Walt Disney World monorail. So, now this past Tuesday, at the Disneyland Resort, the Paradise Pier Hotel had officially become the Pixar Place Hotel. Now, I'm I'm not sure if any of you know, but I did stay back when it was Paradise Pier Hotel 15 years ago. Good morning, Uncle Tom. And it was spectacular, and it's where I found my first love, the water slide at that hotel. And it was great, and now it has been completely transformed. It has changed its theming. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first American Disney resort to go through a massive re-theming. No, I'm wrong. The Disney Institute was the first when it turned into Saratoga Springs. There, I just corrected myself. But yeah, Pixar Place. I've seen videos and pictures of it. It's amazing. I mean, you got the Luxo lamp in the center over the giant Pixar ball, both of which are the icons of Pixar. And Bing Bong from Inside Out, it does character meet and greets at that hotel, which I think is cool. I know you do, Uncle Tom. I know you do. And we love that But yeah, and the pool is now Nemo themed, which means the water slide is now Nemo themed, which is amazing. And I'm just glad that the hotel g- got some love because it because there are only 3 hotels at the Disneyland Resort, and they're all great. And I'm proud to say I've stayed at 2 of them. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat or in the comments. I'll make sure it gets to a future episode for this week's shoutouts. Make sure you guys check out my pal Nate, aka Pagey Mr. Morrow. He does amazing vlogs from the parks all the time. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Fresh Baked for the latest in Disneyland news. Also, make sure you guys check out my friends Jessica and Lewis on Instagram. They sometimes do their live streaming on their channel, One Little Spark JL. They are amazing. Check them out. Also, make sure you guys check out my buddy Ron on the Go. He does amazing live streams from the parks each and every week. Definitely check him out. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? It is absolutely free. And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.